The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And able to find John Brown. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. The first down carry here for Johnson. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd down now after the pass completion. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And his kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go! Ohio! Let's go!
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to fire one gone deep, middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go. Ohio. Flick round. Flick round.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up fourth down. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A big run there by Johnson. 59 yards on the ground. And here we go on first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
On second down, here's Newton. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it third and goal. Back to throw, Newton. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Watson now on second down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Green. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
shift together here from the D-line. Now Watson, eluding the pressure right. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Third down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On now is the Packers punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go to Johnson again. David Johnson on his way. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 88 yards. Now a first down throw for Newton. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And his kick here is good. And that will make our score 9-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well called, well blocked. Long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now he's forced out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Newton. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now the Packers get set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But what about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Johnson. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Watson off play action. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Uses the spin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight, but I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Tim Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
first down. Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Second down now after the incompletion. And the wide out in motion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And the happy holidays, Larry. Your gift. Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Watson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The busy night continues for Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
They've got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 61 yards. Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2nd down following the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. In motion, the tight end. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simon. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff, Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Throwing is Newton. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run on first down. Green. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Newton now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. They know they've got to do it a lot better than they did.
Y'all niggas running the same time.
You got to get nasty this evening.
What?
Cooper not coming to the party? Bet.
It's a loss of 2.
For real?
Bringing out second down.
But Brandon Pace comes into play now because
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, so you good. Yeah, let's say you good. And Liz not going to be here this weekend. See, now how you know?
You really want to go Largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a
Oh, nah, that shit's canceled.
I am speechless.
Yeah.
I am without speech.
That was
Yeah, I'm playing my franchise game right now, though, against an opponent.
You can do that water swimming game.
Nah, don't even say anything.
It's here?
We're going to make everything worse. Because then she might tell Liz.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for
Yeah, I don't want to try that shit. This shit gotta be
Nigga,
done.
I would hurt her because I know so much about Duck and Mo.
Defensively, they just don't seem to have
Nigga, I know so much about Mo and Duck that she don't know.
Look at the confidence that's exhibited here with that type
Like, she ruined my life. I swear to God, I want her like, bro. God.
They're still throwing it, trying to pick up
Nigga, I know so much about D, but I was going fucking life, bro. I was a bitch with top player.
Great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
You guys stop playing with me,
Gets
bro.
him 3 yards closer here.
And we're doing that fuck shit. It's 2018,
I know the
bitch.
game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of
Yeah, for I ain't fuck with her no more, bro. I ain't fuck with her no more, bro. No,
99 yards, and he has enough time to go to the century mark.
You gotta give it to
well,
him.
she texted me. Hold on, I'm about to show you.
You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get it.
I had a fucking
for every runner. 100 yards or more a game.
That gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
It's cool, though. Nah, it's all good, though. I ain't tripping.
The slot man in motion right.
Yeah, I'm already hit, bro. It's all good, though. I ain't really tripping. Fuck that bitch.
Hole closes quickly.
Shit, not anyway.
Fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Nah, I ain't telling that. I'm like, if I see it, bro, from now on, it's silence, bro.
Bitch said she gonna ruin his life.
Nigga, I would ruin Kelsey's life, too. But Kelsey cool, though, so. Hey, are you trying to run a duo real quick?
Dolo.
They'll need to get the play off.
You said what?
And Crosby puts it through. And that will make this now a
don't need
15-point advantage.
Let me
So
come
they
on,
settle for
sexy
just
down,
the
dude.
3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying
You not
to
gonna be on long, Cal?
in the 4th.
Nah, I'm doing my girl be just. I'm gonna be on for a while.
But
Oh, I
3
think-
does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
I might go to the bar tonight. But I said like 11, so I'm doing.
In West Virginia, got this. I just seen the craziest flyer from that Tristan girl, bro.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Nigga, that
I might just go
shit.
to Brook.
You get drunk as fuck out that
For
bitch.
50 cents? Boy, I told you.
Pitch. They said pitcher, bro.
Picture for 50 cents? Oh, I think the picture's $1.
Like no, 50 cent, 25 cent
Oh, they went-
pitchers.
25-cent shots. 50-cent pitchers. I don't know. I was burnt. I don't know how the fuck I do that.
Score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Hey, hit up Jesse. She home?
And that one will pretty much erase any
Jesse the shooter. Tender.
Emphasis. Interception. Return for
Nigga, Jesse the shooter?
door closed, locked.
Ain't that your girl?
That's not my girl. The road had her before me.
I thought she was your girl. You go out there to see her type shit.
Stop talking. We broke up today. Hey, where you trying to go?
Tilted or nothing. Like, nah. Nothing. Ain't nothing.
Nah,
And
right here.
that's a figure.
That'll get my food, bro.
You what?
That'll get my food.
For where?
Chinese.
22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole
Oh,
lot
just
of
fly
room.
over there and
A
push
gain of
straight.
3, second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first
I gotta
down.
call my
Yeah,
Maryland
certainly
bitch, but
not
she
what
said
they
never
were
to call her
looking
while
for
I'm
there
playing
out of the
Fortnite
opening
though.
play of this
UMD.
Yes.
We just go for the ground.
She bad and bougie.
I mean, she cool.
Draco
Look, she
bad
alright.
and bougie.
See if
Her
they
name
stay
is.
on the ground
Nah, I ain't
for
gonna give it to her
second
to you.
down.
You might take my bitch.
What I look like? How can I take your bitch?
Right, nigga. Just like look. I don't got ass, nigga.
Oh, catch this nigga!
But he's got an alley.
Oh,
Hey, go
this
to
is
the left,
just
bro.
slow. He caught. He caught.
Boy, move the further to the left.
A big run there by Johnson. 77 yards. A great
Left
run,
some
but,
more.
you know, this is probably where the
Left some
offensive
more.
coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to
Yeah.
the run game coordinator about
I mean,
that.
left
Just
a little
calling
bit more.
plays.
Kinda
We should have had
limited.
this going right from the beginning.
And he'll be brought
You should be
down. That's a
landing,
face
too.
mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. First and goal. Defense with
Hey,
the backs against the
you already.
wall.
Hey, where you at? You going out for the
Side
circle?
of the tailback. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they
Yeah,
get
he
him
played
behind
hard
the
at the
line.
start though, but
And that loss
shit
of
over
yards
with,
is
bro.
not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for.
And he'll take this one in.
This shit over with, bro.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some
Nah, I'm about to go back to the chat. I gotta scroll up like probably like 3-4 days ago. Find when he was talking. I know he was talking after I beat the other nigga.
You see anybody go to the house over here, Cam?
Think he was like, this nigga
Nah,
sorry or
I ain't seen
something.
nobody over there.
Alright.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is not going to
Yeah,
get
he
in
just
here.
scored.
So the
He
decision
missed his
to
2 points
does
though.
not pay
I'm gonna try to
off.
score
They're
again.
unable to cut any further into their
I'm trying to score
deficit.
50 something.
The
I'm making all
punter
pornos
now to
when I
kick
go.
this one away. That's fielded in
This
the end
nigga,
zone.
bro. Oh.
And he'll get it up to about the
Gotta have.
26-yard line just across the
Yeah, I know.
25. The
Never
Packers
mind.
offense
Never
now getting
mind.
ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that
I
one.
wonder who watching my stream right now.
You changed that number yet, bro?
Because you're exactly right.
Nah, you can't change that after spring, bro.
That doesn't
It's
work
the
too
box
well for
again.
most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do.
That's all. I joined. I came to camp late, and that's all they had for real.
And try to increase your lead in a big way. The
And
best
I didn't
way
say
to do
nothing
it,
about it. I just took it, bro. I
touchdowns.
just balled out. Shit ain't matter right now because I ain't playing. You said
They
what?
don't need to run another play here before the
Nah, I'm
2-minute
redshirted.
warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Watson.
Back on over here from you.
Flushed out
Yeah, that's what
right.
the negative. I'm gonna go
And he'll be brought down right at the 30
You want me to
here.
grab it for you?
if you can, yeah.
Time for a break. We'll
Right.
come back to wrap this one up after this. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Is that your running back, man?
Yeah, that's my quarterback.
What?
Play action. Watson.
Touchdown.
Rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25.
Oh, I got shotgun. You can drop it.
Touchdown, Packers. Packers. A
Got
big
blue.
play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
You want
And
to
the
make it?
Packers add on to their lead.
Y'all pick a nice.
You have fun with this one,
Yeah.
partner?
Yeah, but he's been fun to watch under
Fine,
center.
nigga.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right
Hey, you
now.
gonna go to his
I
Eagles?
think, facts though, I think the nigga that got a chance to beat me, it's either my mans because he take me serious, or motherfucker, the Cowboys.
Alright.
And the Cardinals getting set to
Yeah, the Cowboys or the Texans gonna probably beat me.
I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Yeah.
Some people like to do that.
Nah, the only thing with Cowboys though, if he make the wrong one play, his whole mental go away. Remember, I beat the shit out of him like 52-3 in this league.
Damn.
The other league, he played in the other league.
Oh,
and
wow.
Put this one behind them.
42 to 28 or
Nigga,
something.
not fucking work.
He didn't play the back one. I be telling you, bro, you cannot throw bottom right. He just keep doing. He threw like 7
Came
times.
from
Give him 3 yards on the run
Yeah, the
there. That
bottom.
still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Hey, don't destroy him, cause I don't know who got him. You know, crying, talking about what's the point of rules again? But you up here running, you up here scoring too though.
I'm trying to chew the clock, nigga. Nigga. Oh, I know you're running this sweet, bruh. Weak ass power shit. Come on.
Not much
I
room
know.
here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Yeah, I got him.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2
Going
more to
for
use
it.
here
I
in the
can't let
final
this nigga get this
stages.
shit.
Ooh, bitch.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here
Good
on
box,
4th down. They're going for it.
It's a high person. I'm about to use it real quick.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive
Let's
alive. The Cards get to him here.
Let's
He's
go.
brought down for a sack. They had to go for it with such little time
Get in there,
remaining.
like Westbrook.
And the Packers are
Shoot
going
a
to get the
nigga,
football
like Westbrook.
back in excellent field position.
This other chat, man. I
Shift
need to
together
get a
here
good
from the
one.
D-line.
It's not on me.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
I am. If I scoring,
And he gets it
fucking,
inside the 10 to the 9.
it's
A
only 30
solid
seconds,
pickup
bro.
at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game
Nah, I press
Go
2 the
to
clock.
it,
This shit stupid. I press 2 the clock. You gonna see it.
Retail row?
You gonna see it when I pick my play. I press 2 the clock, bro. And this shit don't chew, bro. I'm gonna wait till it down though.
Whatever you want.
I want 50 on this nigga. I gotta get 50.
I got 1 win in duo, 7 in squad.
Oh.
I
need 50 on
Wait, let's see what circle on it.
Come on.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh shit, I'm using it too. Oh no, you gotta go to
Good D. Good D.
Well, apparently
Alright, that's
taking it
game.
is-
We might as well start going now for real.